Imagine stepping into your backyard at dawn and hearing your dog sigh, "Finally, you're awake. Didn't you promise me breakfast?" What if the birds outside your window didn't just chirp, but argued over which seeds are the tastiest? A world where every creature, from the tiniest ant to the largest whale, can speak would upend our relationship with nature. Hello everyone, and welcome to Fancy Fact Channel. In this video, we'll explore 10 jaw-dropping revelations that would follow if animals gained the power of human language. You'll discover how our laws, our ecosystems, and even our very sense of self could be transformed. Chimpanzees forced into biomedical research could testify about their treatment, demanding justice. Farmed pigs and cows might file class action suits for conditions in industrial barns, using first-hand accounts of their suffering. Legislatures worldwide would have to debate whether certain species, dolphins, elephants, great apes, deserve non-human person status with constitutional protections. New legal categories like sentient being or voiced being would appear in civil codes. Imagine a trial where a parrot recounts overheard conversations about animal abuse, or a police dog describes being overworked and underrested. Judges would weigh expert testimony from veterinarians, behavioral biologists, and the animal witnesses themselves. Courtroom reenactments with silhouette animals at the witness stand, animated legal documents stamped, approved for various species. A global assembly where species-specific delegations negotiate over shared resources, elephants lobbying for forest corridors, bees urging protection of flower fields. Governments would establish ministries for animal affairs staffed by translators fluent in bear growls, whale songs, and bird calls. Territorial disputes, wolves versus ranchers, alligators versus fishermen, could be mediated directly by the animals, preventing costly human interventions. An animated Animal General Assembly in New York, diplomats in suits listening to a panel of raccoons on habitat rights. Orangutans in Borneo could deliver regular updates on logging activities. Coral polyps might report bleaching events with precise water temperature data. Transnational corporations could face immediate fines when a herd of caribou live tweets, pipeline leaks. Schoolchildren could log sightings alongside their local foxes, cooperating in environmental monitoring like never before. Split screen of an orca reporting oil slicks and satellite footage, a suburban classroom Skyping with a panel of parrots. When your cat says, "My left hip really aches after that jump," vets can pinpoint arthritis instead of guessing with x-rays. Zoo inhabitants may choose or refuse medical procedures, transforming the old model of treatment for our benefit into genuine patient-centered care. PTSD in elephants from culling operations or anxiety in parrots from repeated relocation could be addressed through counseling sessions led by certified animal therapists. A veterinary clinic where animals verbally describe symptoms, an animated consent form signed by a polar bear. Dogs insist on daily family council meetings. Cats negotiate their own diets and sleeping spots. Chickens vote to unionize against battery cage conditions. Cows bargain for rotational grazing and better shelter. Meat and dairy industries scramble to adopt plant-based alternatives or lab-grown products after public testimonies from farm animals detailing their experiences. Animated picket lines of goats holding protest signs, a cozy living room scene where a golden retriever sits at the dinner table. Zoologists and biologists would bring actual speakers, parrots reciting migratory patterns, bats explaining echolocation physics, or octopuses demonstrating problem-solving strategies. Science textbooks would quote honeybees on optimal hive architecture or wolves on pack dynamics leadership principles. Students could interview local squirrels about urban foraging changes or amphipods in streams about water quality shifts, turning every field trip into primary research. Imagine a documentary on the Serengeti told by a lion pride matriarch, complete with personal anecdotes about drought years and interpride diplomacy. Elephants might collaborate on sculptural installations using their trunks, while crows contribute lines to urban poetry slams about city life. Songbirds could compose and perform original melodies, sparrows headlining concert halls, backed by symphonies of cicadas and frogs. Elk or kangaroos could negotiate safe crossing windows with city authorities, minimizing vehicle collisions and lessons learned implemented in real time. Pigeons and bats would advise on rooftop landing pads or tunnel dimensions, making subways and air corridors truly multi-species. Bears, cougars, and wolves would map out habitat corridors through human-dominated landscapes, ensuring both wildlife connectivity and safe human development. Chickens could insist on free-range verified labels, bees demand pesticide-free flowers, and cows require grass-fed and content certifications. Consumers would buy honey directly from beehive spokespersons explaining nectar sources, or wool from sheep crews detailing sharing practices. International trade deals, like WTO agreements, would include plenary sessions where animal representatives negotiate tariffs on seafood, grains, or timber, ensuring their welfare and habitat needs are respected. IQ tests would give way to cross-species language assessments, revealing unique cognitive strengths: crows' tool use ingenuity, octopus's spatial memory, elephants' long-term social recall. Do non-human persons possess souls? How does this reshape humanity's moral hierarchy? Treat all voiced beings as you would wish to be treated, recognizing that every speaker, furred, feathered, or finned, shares our capacity for hope, fear, and belonging. These 10 revelations only scratch the surface of a world where animals hold the microphone. From courtrooms to concert halls, from classrooms to global trade chambers, the power of an animal's voice would ripple through every corner of human society, challenging us to rethink law, ethics, art, and even our very identity. Subscribe and hit the bell to discover even more mind-bending what if scenarios on Fancy Fact.